Here is a Sentinel. I don't know the model. Cabinet has been refinished. It looks decent. Got this nice paneling on the sides. Here too. Missing the knobs. I do have some that I think will work on here. Missing the 80 rectifier. That's in great shape. Cord is cut. That's also in good shape. 5-tube radio should be simple to get working. Hopefully. Famous last words. Here's the Sentinel chassis, missing one tube. It's a little loose. Okay, that's a little bit weird, but yeah, I see how this works. Okay. Band switch or tone. Volume control has been replaced. Let's take a look underneath here. Can dome has been replaced, except it hasn't. So that will have to be removed and a terminal strip installed with the proper resistance values, because these do like to short to the chassis. Interesting power transformer there, that's different. Very simple otherwise. It's only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paper capacitors and a couple electrolytics. Is that not being used? Yeah, that's not being used. So I think the unusual first step on this is dealing with the can dome, which I hate doing that. What a pain. I hope I can find the schematic on this, because without it I might have trouble with these values. I mean, to be honest, I could probably reuse these resistors. They're probably okay. They're very old, but they're labeled 17K. What's this one? I can't read it. 300 ohms. So I could reuse those. Paper capacitors are no big deal. There's the replaced volume control. It looks like 1, 2. It's had a lot of work done on it. This has had a lot of replacement parts. Should check this power transformer too. Might own that out. Check out the speaker. Okay, here's the schematic for the Sentinel. It is a 5700B. Okay. So here's our resistor strip. 17K, 33K, and 320 ohms. So they were pretty close. The 50K is probably reasonable. It'll work. I might have... I don't know if I have anything closer. I'm just looking at my little box over here. I don't think I do. So the radio obviously worked. What is it doing? It is providing a... is it a bias voltage? Let's take a look. So here's your B+. Comes in through here, goes through the field coil, comes back out here, sorry. So it comes in here, goes up here, comes through there, goes back out. And that is the second filter. It comes along here. So this whole line here is the B+. And yes, so it's a voltage divider. One of them here sets the bias voltage for, yeah. So it's a voltage divider. It's providing voltage to different sections of the radio. So the IF gets one section, the detector gets the other section. So, you know, as long as, and the voltage coming in will be higher, so it might be okay. Yeah. So this is important. This has a B plus on it, so I definitely don't want to have that old resistor in there, because if it's running and it decides to short to the chassis, there goes the power transformer. In which case, I should probably check that transformer. Well, we're getting somewhere. Transformer tests okay, at least ohms out properly. Speaker tests good. Field coil's good. Output transformer's good. I was able to break away this stupid mess. What I'm going to do is remove it. We'll remove this ground wire. And what I will do, I can always stick a ground wire through here or something, it doesn't matter if I need one. But what I will do is mount a new terminal strip right here. Okay, so I went ahead and I changed the can ohm. I know it's not the greatest thing ever. You've got first resistor, second one, third one. I replaced the filter caps. There's one down there, one down here. Both negatives connect to the center tap, which is right here. And then there is a resistor that goes from the center tap to ground, which is this. Now, I don't know how hot these get. It doesn't say anything about the wattage. I guess I could probably figure it out if I really wanted to. I replaced this one. That's a 22K. It had a 17K in it, which had gone up in value a lot. So I figured I would just go ahead and replace it. So I put a 10 watt. The old one, I believe it was a 5 watt, was one of these. I think these are either 2 or 5 watt, I can't remember. But anyway, it was obviously getting too hot. You could see the pan come off, whatever. So this way, at least, if it does get hot, it won't overheat. I'm going to go through here, change these capacitors. A lot of 0.2. Oh, that's a 2 microfarad. Okay, so there's another electrolytic. So that got to change that, definitely. This one I think is a double capacitor. I believe that's a double. I'm going to check the schematic. So I'm going through here and replacing some capacitors, changing this one to the volume control. This resistor here is supposed to be a 500K. On the schematic it says 250K, but the radio it's 500K. So I'm going to go with the radio. It's measuring 850, so that needs to be replaced. I think I've got one. So far I've changed several capacitors and one resistor. I've got to do, this is the coupling cap here, I've got to do that one. There's two in there. There's a 0.001 and a 0.05. The coupling, which is this side of it, is the 0.05. So that goes from here, which is the audio output tube, to the first audio detector, whatever they call it. So I got to do that one. So I went ahead and changed that double capacitor. That's this crazy thing over here. The center lug is common. The others have each one on each end. I guess it was a cost-cutting thing for them. Got another one over here. Then you've got one buried under here, and another one buried under here with a resistor across it. Now that one, since there's a resistor across it, if it's a little leaky, it doesn't really matter. But to be reliable, I should change it, because if it shorts, that certainly would matter. This one under here, I don't know how I'm going to get to that. I think I'll do this double one first. Okay, I repositioned that capacitor. It was going to a ground over here. I had to connect it up here. Hopefully it'll be okay. There's just no way to get in there without taking all these coils out and everything, which is just too much work. So yeah, so I changed everything, I think. Yeah, I think we did. So the question is now, oh, I've got to put the cord on it. Let me do that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring this up on the Variac. Let's give it 15 volts. Got the speaker plugged in, I have the antenna connected. It's 30 volts. Okay, we're getting some voltage here. Went up to 45 volts. Should have the meter standing up, that would help. Haven't tested the tubes, haven't done anything like that yet. Just want to see, is it going to do anything productive? Voltage is going down, that's a good sign. Let's go up to 55 volts, 75 volts. I should be hearing something. Okay, here's something. So we know that the be nice if the stupid control actually worked. Oh, I hear something. Oh, here we go. Well, we're making some progress. It's about taking care of your money so you can start living a better life. It's a simple flat fee. No hidden charges. Volume's a bit low, but it's a start. So we got the alignment going on here. It's at 465. The way this works is you have your inner alignment, and then you use the nut on the outside to do the outer one, which seems to make no difference there. Okay, we'll do the other IF. Okay, that one's actually pretty close. Oh, that got louder. Let's turn the signal down a bit. Seems a bit weak. Okay, let's see. Volume is all the way up. Okay, hold on. I guess it's not that bad. Volume's fine.
We're seeing some pretty extensive delays. Now's a bad time. Talk about spending money. That's the point. I mean, so Mets fans are excited. You should be. Mets are a good baseball team. Yankees are as well. They're not perfect teams by any stretch of the imagination. We spend a lot of time on these airwaves talking about what even in very, very successful years, both teams were leading their respective.
A little better volume. I changed, there was a resistor, part of the candle. I left in one of the old resistors, and I figured, this is probably, the problem seemed to be the gain was very minimal here in this stage, the first audio. So I changed the value of that resistor, reduced it a little bit, and it's better. It's performing a lot better than it did. I think the biggest problem is just the B plus going to this tube was too low. So reducing that helped.
Fascination of the Yeti. Living tales told by old Nancy, the witch of Salem, and Satan.
Well, I guess the radio's working. This just so happens to be what's on.
Most, no matter what. Now you tell me that somehow, some way.
It's a little weak.
See the MLB Network. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, it's the Yankees Tote Bag Tuesday.
A little weak, a little distorted.
When the Seattle Mariners.
And the upper side of the band is pretty dead. I don't know. I guess it's playing pretty well. Doesn't sound that great, but so this is the Sentinel.
Visit SpectrumMobile.com. Workman
Looks
Circle
alright.
Multi-Care Center. Baker Tilly. Now for tomorrow. The lead dating app. Date politically. If that's just
The increase in
the name you know and the name you trust. And it's fundraise this fall. You can earn up to $1,500 per event. Enjoy free parking and
A lot of volume.
and get tip and bonus opportunities for your group. The 1-2. Swing on a pop fly to right, not deep, charging towards the line. Bounce
Too big.
sidewall and into the crowd for an automatic double.
So much
Again,
volume.
another ball that wasn't exactly scorched. Brian Dale is second. We're still under fight. This is your chance to join the tradition.
You can see
Fill in the blank. Different geography. But the last thing we should ever do is
yeah, it's pretty sensitive. Now this is at night.
Or go to therocketadvantage.com.
that purchase rate between
But honestly, works pretty well for cheap radio. For cheap radio, it's not bad, and so that's that.